Hi guys, Ali Taylor down here at Heron's Reach, and today we're going to turn the clock back. We're going to go old school Callaway Biggest Big Bertha against the new Callaway Mavrik driver. We're going to see what difference 23 years makes. For me, a big difference in me personally, but let's see what difference with the driver, the technology, and that ability to really dial in nowadays to get what's right for us. I'm going to hit 10 shots with each driver, Titleist Pro V1X on Trackman, and we're going to see, I think I know already which is going to come out on top, but we're going to see what the difference is in 23 years. You can see that one. Tiny bit towards the toe, not bad at all though. 254, 273. So the big thing for me, like I said at the start, is obviously 23 years difference with these drivers. Lots more tech. So I think the ones that I get very, very centered on these, I'm still expecting some really, really good numbers, because I think the transfer of energy from club to ball has always been good on really centered strikes. It'd be interesting during these shots, if I get any just a little bit more off center, how much of a drop off we see. But first two, decent solid ones. Now that one felt more towards the toe. So we can see a big drop off in ball speed and a big drop off in distance. So this for me is very much what we're looking at when we look at performance. You know, this was great. I remember, like I said at the start, having this as a kid, and this looked absolutely huge when I first got this in '97. But even those ones that feel just a little off center, see a big drop off in ball speed. And we see that one that you really, when you get it, you know, some great numbers. And I wish in '97 I'd have been able to swing the club as quick as I do now, but let's hit these last few. Biggest Big Bertha. Was absolutely ripped. Obviously normalized for my ball speed really quick, and that's super long. So final one with vintage technology. So let's look at the average for Biggest Big Bertha and see how that stacks up before we hit the new Callaway Mavrik. So we can see we had a couple that weren't quite out of the middle, but generally speaking the ball striking was really good. So 249 carry, 268 total. Ball speed 153, so back on where I would expect. Club head speed a little bit down, which I would put more down to length of shaft. And generally speaking, the smash factor very good. So all in all, still some very good performance from some older technology. Right then guys, so that moves us into Mavrik. So when obviously we've looked at the head, you know, multi-material, jailbreak technology, tungsten weights, adjustable head. This one set really well for me. Obviously the idea of these is longer, able to move a bit quicker, but certainly more forgiving on the off-center hits. So give them a hit 10 golf balls and see how this stacks up against something 23 years old. So certainly no comparison when you put it behind the golf ball. Again, tiny bit towards the toe, but pretty windy down here, so as that normalizes, you can see that's big. So obviously I'm moving the club quicker, but even on that little bit off center there, we've still got lots and lots of ball speed. Right, so let's go again. Right, so that's a good example. Centered but felt a little bit low. Still seeing some impressive numbers. And long. For me, those are the impressive ones, those little bit towards the toe. Really, really good ball speed though, relative to club speed. You can see, even though I'm kind of over half an inch out the toe there, smash factor right up near the top, and still 264 carry, 298 total. Right, so one final one with Mavrik. I mean, it does sound strange to say, but even though I know this club shaft is longer than Biggest Big Bertha, because the head's so much bigger, it actually feels shorter. And I remember years ago getting the Biggest Big Bertha and thinking how big the head looked, and yet now it looks tiny and almost feels harder to strike, even though the shaft's shorter. So one last one, and then let's look at the averages. See what a difference 23 years makes. So another good one. Take that all day long. Right, so let's look at the numbers. So we know we had 249 carry and 268 total with Biggest. Let's see what Mavrik comes out as. So we can see the difference there in 23 years technology. We've gone from 249 to 272 total, and we've gone from 268 to 298. So absolutely massive. Part of that down to the fact that I'm able to move the club quicker with it being longer, but also even those ones that aren't quite out the middle, that ball speed really stays right up there, and we can see that's just like me hitting it flush every single time. Right then guys, so I say with everybody, you know, old technology doesn't mean it's not good technology. You know, Biggest Big Bertha is still a very, very good club. Obviously very limited in what the manufacturers were able to do back in 1997, whereas you compare the technology in that is absolutely huge. Now for me, obviously my ability to move this one a lot quicker, and then those off-center strikes still maintain nearly perfect ball speed for me is absolutely huge. So obviously a huge difference in distance between that and that. Now, there's a big deal being made at the moment about how equipment's maybe ruining golf, going too far. You know, I think the fact that I'm able to swing that quicker obviously helps, but I guarantee I'm swinging that a lot quicker than I would have been 23 years ago, because I've worked on things in my golf swing to build speed, but the extra forgiveness that the modern equipment's giving us does definitely enhance that performance, makes it more enjoyable, and should help you hit better, longer drives. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it, comment below. Let me know what you thought of today's comparison. Are there any old school drivers that you'd like me to compare to newer ones? Comment below and I'll try and do as many of those as I can. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you don't currently subscribe, please consider clicking the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell, then you'll see whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Alex Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.